we all know the Black Death killed nearly 3/4 of the people in Florence, Italy. The other fourth of the people went out in exile to stay away from the disease, and while in exile they were bored, so they told many stories that became known as a collection of Boccaccio's Decameron. They were originated from Florence, Italy, as said before, and it was a major trade town, and during this time they would tell these stories to pass the time while they were in exile, which I think I've already said before, but I just wanted to make sure we had it again installed in us. So please enjoy The Doctor's Daughter, told by Western Civ Film Club. Once upon a time, there was a doctor and his daughter Gillette who worked on many patients.
The doctor and his daughter were popular among the villagers since they would cure them from every disease known to man and were known throughout the land.
But tragically one day, the doctor died.
The doctor's daughter kept his profession alive and grew to be respected as he was. So respected that nobles would come from far and wide. A sick count, who had a son named Beltramo, needed to be healed. During this time, she fell in love with Beltramo and wished that he was hers.
Despite the efforts on Giletta's part, the count passed away. Beltramo sought condolences from his relative, the King of France, and off he went on his way, leaving Gilletta depressed and thirsty for love. Poor, poor Gilletta. Would she ever see her love again? When Beltramo arrived at the king's palace, the king was found to be on his deathbed.
Hearing of the king's illness, Gilletta struck up a deal. If she could heal the king was to give her whatever she thirsted for. The king agreed, having nothing to lose. Gilletta healed the king through her practices, and the deal was to let her marry Beltramo. Beltramo was not happy about this.
And so there it was. Beltramo and Gilletta were married.
On their honeymoon, Beltramo and Gilletta never consummated their marriage, even though Gilletta tried to seduce him plenty of times. But Beltramo said, "Bye, Felicia."
Beltramo told Gilletta there were only 2 ways he would ever consummate the marriage with her. The first thing she had to do was get his ring off his finger. And while wearing this ring, the second thing Gilletta had to do was produce a child. Knowing he would never give her his ring or conceive a child with him, their marriage would never be consummated. Off Beltramo went, leaving poor Gilletta once again thirsting for his love.
While Beltramo was away, he met a poor peasant girl and fell deeply in love with her.
The poor peasant girl's mother deeply loved Beltramo and had great plans for them.
Gilletta had something up her sleeve. She was going to go see Beltramo, but then she saw that he was with the peasant girl. She thought of a plan, and she thought of it quick.
Gilletta met with the mother of the peasant girl, and after learning that Beltramo had done such awful things, the mother was swayed elsewhere about Beltramo.
The mother told her daughter about her meeting with Gilletta, and plus all of the things that Beltramo had done. She was devastated, but they decided to give the ring to Gilletta to help her.
The mother met with Gilletta and gave her the ring that Beltramo had given his peasant girl. Under the cover of the night, she tricked Beltramo into thinking she was the peasant girl. Gilletta was happy getting what she wanted, and Beltramo was a happy man indeed.
9 months later.
She popped out 2 kids. And guess what? She got the ring too. She told Beltramo, "Guess what, sugar? We're going down singing." And he said, "Oh my gosh, I'm in love with the fact that you did all of this for me." And he was so in love after the fact that she did all of this for him. And so Belgetta, or Geltramo, lived together happily ever after.